Okay, so this is going to be a very, very, very quick recap, but also trade breakdown of today. Um, I traded both the NQ and the ES, but I'm only going to break down the ES and give my general feelings first of all on how I traded the day, and then also talk about the breakdown of the day. So first of all, I traded two accounts today. I opened up an Apex funding account. I have to make a certain amount of money to qualify for funding. At the moment, I actually traded part of it yesterday, made some money, good money on that, and then traded some more today, lost some money, and then made some more, a lot more. Um, but yeah, once I had sort of made a good amount on that account, I just switched over back to my own account, um, and took some good trades at the beginning of the day, and then messed up the rest of the day. And I think the, something has to be said for being patient. I think I've said this so many times, but this time is actually a thing, and I think I don't know if I'm going to be able to trade tomorrow, but when I do get to, I actually realize I can only trade twice a week now. When I do get to trade on Thursday, I think the key thing now I need to look out for is patience. Um, Patience for the setups to present themselves. So I'll give you an example. Today, um, I was so eager to trade that I saw this channel because I've been watching price action throughout the whole day. I saw this channel. I thought, okay, fine. If anything, we're probably going to sell off, right? Because to me, this is what I was looking at, and I thought, okay, we're probably going to sell off at some point. We have one high there, another high there. Maybe this is the third, and we'll sell off. In actual fact, this was the third. So I shorted here at the open, and I was too heavy on contracts with that account, and then it reversed, so I got stopped out, and then went long. You see this thing? I got flustered and just started trading haphazardly, and I had to stop. And then shorted this, and I can't remember what I did. And then when price got here, I kind of went long here without even this candle closing, and that flustered me because I wasn't sure whether to keep my stop here. It came down, up, down, up. Then I went to a lower time frame. I went to a tick chart. I was all over the place. Excuse me. I was all over the place, and that didn't really help. And I realized that I really ought to have a better approach and plan when I'm going to trade the day. All right, so what I should have really done was obviously to not even taking anything in here. Consider the fact that we had this massive breakout over here, or at least this big massive rally. This is the last pivot, and it needs to be tested, right? And there's another one again, which was a low of day the previous day. So if we're thinking this is if anything, we're going to get a test of this. People bought here, they're probably going to buy again. So we got to see what happens when price gets there. And how do we do that? We have a wedge. So a wedge bottom forms, especially when you see these two overlapping bars, doji, doji. You get a doji in the first 10 minutes, you're probably going to have a range day. And then you have a bear bar closing on its low, but still within this range. This is actually a good bar to short. And you get this and you get this. However, the range is so large. I mean, we had 28 points already, almost 30 points just between that high and this low. So that is a huge range already, a lot to risk. It's actually a good idea to just wait for this thing to play out. Anyway, so we get a parabolic wedge top. Sorry, a parabolic wedge bottom. Excuse me. And that now, sorry, excuse me, I'm just looking for. Okay, so yeah, that now led to. I'm just trying to get my. There we go. So yeah, we have a parabolic wedge bottom. I actually thought the wedge started here, but this is almost a spike and then channel, obviously, right? So we get this, and this is a great entry long, right? So we're going to put a green box in here above this candle, and that really, this is well, high 1, high 2, high 3 signal bar, which is obviously a wedge. So that green, and let's do 50 something percent. All right, so this is a good entry long. 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3. So sometimes I start the wedge from here, but this time I let it sort of go here. I actually took a short here, and I saw the follow through wasn't great. I scalped it, got out half my position, and then my second half I got out break even, and then waited for this. This is a lower high double top. So let's plot that. We'll make it red. Full line. So this is a double top lower high. Credible short over here. So again, we can do that. And what's even so good about this particular one is that you have a complete bear bar as well. So yeah, this is a good short. All right, so you have what, 1 pullback, 2, and this is where things get tricky. Obviously, this bar causes something like this to happen, and then you have another leg down. But at the time, I wasn't expecting that. And when I saw this bar print, I thought, oh, are we going higher again? What's happening? And I think one should or just leave their stop over there. Maybe if you're going for 1-to-1, you'd have probably made your 1-to-1 here anyway. But then you had a third low which completed the wedge. I actually had the wedge here, but this is how I saw it. 3 legs down, 1, 2, and 3. Well, actually 1 pullback, 2. And this is another wedge. This is a credible long over here. And I remember when I looked at this, I did consider taking this long, and I think I did take it long up here. And then I now, candle closed, and then I got out, and then this went up, and I got in again, and I said, why am I getting in at the top of a range? Then I had this big bear candle, and this is where I started messing up, just really haphazard. And one thing I have learned now is that once you have gotten out of that move, you get out, you leave it. Kind of have a double bottom over here, even though it looks like a double bottom, but it's actually the second leg of this and third leg here. But I'm going to mark it as a double bottom, so we'll take this, duplicate, put this here, 2 here, and let's make it green. So the thing is, when the market is sort of progressing, you have to look for all the places where here there's sellers, here they're buyers because they're buyers here. Here the wedge has completed, so they're buyers here. So here you see this low has been tested. This high is probably tested over here. Sellers here, sellers here, sellers here. And then also at this point you can see we're forming a triangle. Okay. 3 lows or 3 highs and 2 lows. And then here you have 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3. So you have a parabolic wedge here. I think this is a credible long here above this candle, or even above this. Duplicate. Although it's the middle of the range, above the moving average, I guess it's not too bad. And at this point now, it goes into a breakout by the close, small pullback bull trend. If I wasn't in the trade already, I think I am more comfortable getting in here. Although it's the high of day, but 2 bull bars, I think you'll be comfortable getting above this bar. It's a high of day, and we're usually going for a measured move. Now I learned something today. So Al measured his move from this breakout to the open. So he used the open for his measured move target, which was here, and that was here. Didn't think about that. Then he had all these wedges, and I think he saw this as a wedge. I didn't really see this as a wedge. I saw this as the first pullback in this bull trend. This is second pullback, and that's the third. And for me, that is the wedge. So you have a spike pullback and channel. So this is the top of the channel. This is a credible short. I did take that short initially, and then I got out just below it. I wanted to trade the whole thing, but I'd already messed up the day, and I said, you know what, just let the day go, forget it. I was not happy with the way I was trading. because I took it short early again, didn't wait for the candle to close, and I wish I had, because then I would have taken it short here, maybe taken it down here. This pullback would have probably shaken me out, but as you can see, we now have this. This did not, this failed at the moving average, so we're probably going for a measured move down. Actually, eventually this actually went down below the low, I believe. Let's see. No, I didn't get below the low, so we still have a higher low. So technically, low, high, low, high, low, but then we have a lower high, lower high. So this is another potential triangle here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So potentially we have another triangle here. I'm going to take this out because I'm not using this, but that's what it looks like. Here you can see this massive rally. I remember seeing this and I said to my friend that I want to trade it, but I'm not going to trade it. It just kept racing up. First pullback, one, hang on, maybe I had the first pullback, 1, 2, 3. So first pullback, hang on, you start the count just before the pullback. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine. I actually thought it was at the pullback because we're missing something here. 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3. Yeah, so you count the. Okay, fine. This is complete. When I saw this first time, I thought, oh, hang on, we only have 1 pullback. What's going on? We need 2, right? 1, 2. 1 pullback, 2. Oh, this isn't really a pullback. It's a pause. So maybe this is the pullback, but then it's also pullback below this, so it doesn't count. So maybe you could take this as your wedge top. All right, so anyway, we have this, and then you now have 3 legs down, 2 legs down, 1 pullback, 2. So 1, 2, 3, nice parabolic wedge. 1 pullback, 2 pullback, maybe going for another high. And that's what I need. This area, the fact that we're going 1 pullback, 2, I need to be comfortable trading this because we're still in a bull trend. Yes. So if I go long here, my stop is here. Probably will not get hit because we are in a bull trend here, or at least a bull leg. Breaks this high. So maybe better to buy half here and then buy the second position down here with the same stop, and therefore get out here if you want. But then look, we do that and then maybe get a third, 1, 2, and 3. All right, so like I said, this is going to be a short one today. Again, the main lesson for me now is being composed and just trading is not about knowing what's going to happen and trading the idea of that. It's just taking a bet about something with a high probability. You don't know what is going to happen. You're going to just bet that it's going, you're going to, that something, the price will head in a particular direction before it gets to your own direction or your own space, whatever it is. So I guess the point I'm trying to say is that once this triggers, you buy here, put your stop here, you go for 2 to 1, and you just put your exit and just let it do its thing. Whatever happens between here and here doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm going to try my best to trade like that. I think if I can trade based on that idea and not be too influenced by what's going on in here and accepting the risk, then I think I should be fine. And I think that's the key point, accepting the risk. All right. If I trade tomorrow, I'll do a recap. I hope I'll be able to take a trade or 2 tomorrow. Yeah, I did make enough money for at least for tomorrow, like, covering, like if I say covering me tomorrow, I did make enough money today for tomorrow as well. All right.